Welcome to this comprehensive guide on Azure Synapse Ingestion from Event Hub. Azure Synapse Analytics is a powerful analytics service that allows you to integrate and analyze data from various sources, while Azure Event Hub is a highly scalable event ingestion system. In this tutorial, we will walk you through the process of ingesting data from Event Hub into Azure Synapse. To get started, you need to have an Azure Event Hub and an Azure Synapse workspace set up. If you don't have these resources, create them in the Azure portal. Once you have your Event Hub and Synapse workspace, create a new Event Hub namespace and an Event Hub. The next step is to create a dedicated SQL pool in Azure Synapse. This is where your ingested data will be stored. To create a dedicated SQL pool, navigate to your Synapse workspace and click on the SQL Pools tab. Then click on New and follow the prompts to create a new SQL pool. Now that you have your Event Hub and Synapse workspace set up, you can start ingesting data into Azure Synapse. To do this, you need to create a new pipeline in Azure Synapse. A pipeline is a series of activities that are executed in a specific order. In this case, the activity is to copy data from Event Hub to Azure Synapse. To create a new pipeline, navigate to the Integrate tab in your Synapse workspace and click on the Pipeline tab. Then click on New Pipeline and follow the prompts to create a new pipeline. In the pipeline, you need to add a new activity. The activity type is Copy Data and the source is Event Hub. You need to specify the Event Hub namespace, Event Hub name, and the authentication method. Once you have specified the source, you need to specify the sink. The sink is the destination where the data will be copied. In this case, the sink is Azure Synapse. You need to specify the SQL pool name, database name, and the table name. After specifying the source and sink, you can trigger the pipeline to start ingesting data from Event Hub into Azure Synapse. You can monitor the pipeline run and check for any errors or issues. Best practices for ingesting data from Event Hub into Azure Synapse include setting up the right authentication and authorization, handling errors and exceptions, and monitoring the pipeline run. It is also important to optimize the performance of the pipeline by adjusting the batch size and the frequency of the pipeline run. In conclusion, ingesting data from Event Hub into Azure Synapse is a straightforward process that can be achieved by creating a new pipeline in Azure Synapse and specifying the source and sink. By following the steps outlined in this tutorial and best practices, you can successfully ingest data from Event Hub into Azure Synapse and start analyzing your data.